So this video is going to help you to realize if you're in the state of the wish fulfilled, because if you achieve this feeling, and we're not talking about emotions. Remember, the wish fulfilled is not an emotion as such, but that if you reach this state, then that's it. Your dreams are going to be realized in the 3D. I'm going to explain the wish fulfilled. I'm going to explain how manifestation is instantaneous. And I'm going to get you guys to feel it with me now in this video with my demonstration. So hopefully we'll have a bit of fun with this, and it's going to clarify a lot of the questions that a lot of you might be having on this journey and Neville's teaching. So first up, I just want to thank you all for joining me. I'm Athena Raven. I'm a mental health and manifestation life coach, and I'm here to inspire you and empower you with the laws of assumption, manifestation, making it all easy to digest, easy to use in your world, in your reality, easy to test it out, and finally get to where you wish to be. Because a lot of you are trying and forcing and pushing and coming up with confusion as to, am I in the state of the wish fulfilled? Have I got this right? And we're questioning ourselves and doubting ourselves way too much. So let's clarify everything here, and hopefully with this channel too. And if you do enjoy the content, do feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps to boost this channel to grow. And I love and appreciate all of you for being here. So the wish fulfilled. Are you ready? Here we go. I'm feeling joyous today. I'm feeling joyous like most days, but here we go. What is this? You're probably thinking, what has she got up her sleeve? So play along with me, okay? Let's have a bit of fun, because that's what this is all about. This should be fun and we should be playful with it. So let's just be kids again for this video, okay? I've got my magical crystal ball, and I am the world's best renowned psychic, and everything I state comes true with 100% accuracy. Never, ever, ever fails. Never wrong. Okay? And you guys know this, you know of my reputation, and so you come to me and you ask me, are me and my SP going to be together in that loving, committed relationship? Am I going to get my dream home? Am I going to get all the money I desire? Is this going to happen? What is your desire? Come and ask your question. And I look into this crystal ball, and this image comes up that depicts, implies that you've got your desire. You see it, a short scene playing out. And by looking at this scene, that this is exactly everything that you wish to experience. This scene implies everything, and you're feeling it and living it out. You're in the scene. You're not just looking at it in the crystal ball. You're living this out, and you felt the sensation of what would it be like if it were true. And I just tell you now, this is 100% your outcome. This is going to happen. I can't tell you how it's going to happen. I can't tell you when, but 100% guaranteed, this is your outcome. Never fails. That's it. It's done. How do you feel? At this moment in time, majority of you will be feeling sensation of relief. Oh, I can breathe again, because this problem has been sorted. This has been solved. You know the outcome. I've just shown you the ending. It's exactly as you wish to experience it. And you heard the scene of congratulations, and you felt yourself in it, and you felt the sensations and the smells and the taste and the touch, and saw it with your own eyes, and it feels amazing. And now we have accepted that that is the case, because I have told you that is the case, and I am never wrong. And so now you're relieved, and you're content, and you're calm. And that is the state of the wish fulfilled. The wish fulfilled essentially is not about, and this is why the law of assumption is a bit different to the law of attraction, where law of attraction is always about feeling this heightened emotions all the time. That was on my journey of 20 years of discovering all of this stuff and researching it myself and putting it to the test as well, because I would be a doer of the word. I wouldn't just be hearing it out and watching video after video. I'd put it all to the test. But I was in a serious state of depression and anxiety when I first started my journey for many years. So for me to have to be elated and heightened emotions all the time was just impossible. It just wasn't going to be. It's impossible for most people, right? So what I love with the law of assumption, doesn't matter. You can be in a bad mood, you can have a bad day, but you can still manifest your outcome, because and you've accepted this outcome. this self-concept of yours that is the person that has this desire now, that is experiencing it. You are consciousness. And this 3D reality is an expression of what you are consciously aware of being. That's all it ever is. That's all it ever was. And that's all it ever will be. And that's why we shouldn't put too much energy into the 3D reality and what 3D is showing us and the obstacles and everything in our way. Because what's the point? If it is an expression of self, then that suggests that it's coming from here and it's going out. It's an expression. So there's nothing outside of me right now. There's nothing that the outside world can give to me. I give it to myself, and then that is expressed. That belief and intention is then projected out of me. And that's why your manifestations are instant. Once you've reached the state of the wish fulfilled, you've instantly manifested your desires. And the 3D reality goes through its stages, goes through its bridge of events to then reflect this new state of consciousness that you are currently occupying. And this is what's so wonderful about the wish fulfilled state, because this is why your inner talking shifts when you've reached the state of the wish fulfilled. This is why you feel so calm and content and fulfilled within, because you've given yourself the desire. You felt it to be true. It's an acceptance. You've totally accepted it. This is done. This is sorted. It's solved. Well, what more is there to do now? There's nothing more to do. It's been taken care of now. The rest of it has been taken care of. 3D, the universe, whatever God is taking care of the rest. But I have accepted, I am consciousness, I've accepted this is the outcome. There is no other way. And no matter what my 3D is showing me at the moment, I can just observe it. But I know within what I've experienced and what I've accepted to be true. And so it doesn't matter if 3D tells me no 1 time, 10 times, 50 times. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to be persistent with my end goal and my desire. And naturally, as a byproduct of that shift, I have detached from the 3D. I can be more objective about what's going on in my 3D reality. And I'm staying true within. Because you just heard from the world's greatest psychic that this is your outcome. There's no other way. So you wouldn't really waver all that much, even if 3D reality was showing you something else. Never wrong, right? Never wrong. You know how this story ends. You know the ending of this movie. And you might have the odd reactions to 3D. Maybe something catches you off guard and surprises you. There's a scare in the movie and it makes you jump, but you're not going to be derailed by it, because you know how this story ends. You know the end result already. And so this is why it's such a wonderful place to be, and why so many of my clients, when they reach this state, are questioning themselves. I feel really content. I feel detached. I feel uncertain if I want this anymore. Well, how can you keep wanting for something and trying for something and doing techniques for something if you've already experienced it and accepted it as yours? You've accepted this as the outcome. You don't even need to do techniques to get to that level of acceptance. You can just state to yourself, I've accepted this now, and I'm just going to turn my back on the lions, turn away from the 3D reality, not necessarily ignore it, observe it. Okay, but it's not going to derail me if I already know how this story ends, essentially. And this is why, and I feel so good and calm within. That's why I can also get on with other desires and live my best life in the meantime. That's why I'm not waiting for the 3D to conform. Why am I waiting for the expression to give me something? It's within. Everything is within. All the answers, everything that you could ever want is within. When I shift my self-concept, I play with my self-concept all the time. I do a lot of it in the shower, like I've mentioned before. I find that such a nice, calm place to just relax. The warm water is just running off you and your mind can just wander and you can capture the feeling. And I do this self-concept shift for being a great coach that gets a lot of success and a lot of clients. I do a self-concept shift about relationships, and I feel that as well. And I accept that to be true, and more specific desires I might have. And I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'll just live in this total acceptance of it. And it just feels great. And I start to see a lot of shifts, and I might see some changes actually immediately, because some of these manifestations are immediately confirmed in the 3D reality, and some of them might not be so obvious. For some of your manifestation, the moving parts are happening in the background. You're not aware of it, but SP is thinking of you more. How would you be aware of that? You're not. Well, maybe you are. Actually, you are. Consciously within, you're aware, but you haven't got the 3D validation yet at this point, but internally you just have a knowing, because naturally when you've shifted state, all of your thoughts and beliefs and sensations, feelings, reactions to the 3D, it all comes from that state of the wish fulfilled, and it's much more relaxed and it's much more positive in relation to your desire. Suddenly you're seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. You know, suddenly you're not getting derailed so much. Suddenly you're able to focus on other things. It's freeing. It's wonderful. It's a weight's been lifted off your shoulders. That's what it's all about. And you can accept it by using techniques to help you accept it, or you can just make a decision there and then. That's the person I am, and that's the person I wish to be. And it doesn't matter what I see in my 3D reality, because that's going to conform. How many people have dreams and desires, and there's so many famous people out there as well that talk about their dreams and desires and how much they had to go through to achieve it, how long their bridge took to unfold. They accepted nothing less. You don't have to accept anything less. Please don't condition your desires because you think it's unrealistic. Or imagine if everybody did that, we probably wouldn't have things like, I don't know, the Eurotunnel or planes and trains and automobiles, and probably wouldn't have any of this stuff if people didn't think outside the box, didn't think greater than what the current circumstances and reality was showing them, what other people were telling them was possible at the time. Anything is possible if you can put your mind to it, but it is about acceptance, and that is essentially what the wish fulfilled is all about. Have you accepted your desire 100%? How does it feel? Feels good. What other desires do you want to accept about yourself? What are you believing about yourself? What are you observing in your 3D reality, and how are you reacting to it? It tells you a lot about yourself. So keep this in mind. I really hope this helped to clarify about the wish fulfilled. Let's get into this state, make a decision. I occupy the state of the wish fulfilled now. I accept it. It is done. It is done. Go and enjoy your life. Sending you guys all the love in the world, and I hope to see you in the next video.